Hello, Spenglers. Some people inherit piles of money. Some inherit land. Our client inherited 7 figures of debt wrapped in the keys to a struggling distillery. He didn't have to take it. He didn't know anything about the business. It was a decision that could make or break him. Walk away and keep his comfortable life, or jump into the abyss of the unknown. He jumped. That meant quitting his steady, well-paying job because running a distillery isn't a part-time gig. This meant long nights, empty bank accounts, crushing stress, and a debt that loomed like a storm cloud. And that storm hit fast. The very thing that made his business run, distillation, was also destroying it. The emissions, or rather the constant heat, vapor, and humidity from the distillation process, were relentless, seeping into the structure, attacking everything in their path. Wood softened, beams sagged, the roof rotted from the inside out. Twice, he replaced it with asphalt shingles. Twice, those roofs failed. Because the most expensive problem is the one you have to fix. Twice. Then came the inspectors. The health department wasn't just checking in, they were circling like vultures. Rotten wood, structural decay, unsafe working conditions. Fix this or shut down. That was his choice. So how do you fix something that keeps falling apart? That's when he found us. A lifetime roof? No more rot? No more failures? It sounded too good to be true. But he did the math. The cost of repairs, the endless Band-Aid fixes, it was orders of magnitude cheaper to do it right once than to keep repeating the same mistake. The decision was easy. The money, not so much. Copper isn't cheap, not by a long shot. But when he looked at the big picture, its resistance to corrosion, its strength against the harsh conditions of his distillery, and the fact that he'd never have to replace it again, it was the only choice that made sense. He ordered a custom copper roof, fully interlocking, built to outlast him. There was just one problem. No budget left for installation. So he did what any scrappy entrepreneur does. He figured it out. We taught him what he needed to know. He got to work, shingle by shingle, seam by seam. Not just saving his business, rebuilding it from the top down. And then, everything changed. The rot stopped. The inspector stopped coming. The worry stopped consuming him, all because of one simple change: the right roof. That was years ago. Today, he's not scraping by anymore. He's playing a whole different game. Today, he's not just a distiller, he's a multi-millionaire. His operations have expanded overseas. His success speaks for itself. But what's more interesting than his wealth is his mindset. Once, he thought of roofing just as another expense, another problem waiting to happen. Now, he sees it for what it is: an investment that never needs to be repeated. Something clicked. His brain changed. No more cutting corners, no more temporary fixes. Now, every new building he constructs, whether it needs chemical resistance or not, gets the same treatment. He builds distilleries. He builds warehouses. He builds storage cabins. And you know what? Every single one of them is topped with our roof systems. And if you ask him how he got where he is now, how he went from drowning in debt to running a global enterprise, he doesn't talk about the whiskey. He talks about the roof. Because success isn't only about making the right moves, it's about eliminating the wrong ones. He stopped playing the endless game of repair and replace. Stopped bleeding money on short-term fixes. Stopped waiting for the next failure. Instead, he built something permanent, Because, as Keith Cunningham says, running a business is a game of staying in business. He also said, fortunes are made by avoiding stupid mistakes. And that's what separates the ones who struggle from the ones who scale. John Wooden put it best. If you don't have time to do it right, when will you have time to do it over? Or worse, will you even be able to afford to do it over, right? Now, it's your move. If you're tired of the cycle, tired of temporary solutions, endless repairs, and throwing money at problems that never go away, let's talk. A roof shouldn't be a recurring expense. It should be a one-time decision that sets you up for a lifetime. Build like it matters. Build like you mean it. Build to last. Our contact information is down in the video description. We are excited to help you build something that lasts so that you can focus on thriving and growing, not fixing. Call us right now. Bis bald. Hi there, Spenglers. If you found this information helpful and want more expert insights on highly engineered metal roofing, cladding, and complete building envelope solutions backed by German expertise, hit that subscribe button. We're constantly sharing tips, techniques, and knowledge you won't find anywhere else. Have a project in mind? Drop a comment below or visit SpenglerIndustries.com to contact us directly. And if you know someone who needs to hear this, send it their way. Thanks.